guys, welcome back Minecraft with me Sid on the Titanium Gaming server, and today is probably going to be a shortish episode, mainly because I've run a 2-hour introduction to Unix course this afternoon and I've been talking pretty much constantly for 2 hours and my throat's feeling a little bit sore. So today I'm going to be just building a few more houses around the town. This is Astria's house that she was working on last time opposite the tree farm, so that's coming along, still floating above the ground, but I'm sure we'll work that one out. Right, so continuing the Tudor style, I've built this frame. This is one of them that I'm going to work on. I'm not going to get all three necessarily done today, but what I tend to do really when I'm building these things is to start out with a idea in foundation. So if we come over and look at this one, what we would do is, let's just go and head up onto the top of the bridge. That will give us a reasonable view. What I would do is generally try and get a shape plotted out in the ground where I'm going to put my supports for these Tudor builds, and once I've got that kind of shape, and I will try to avoid rectangles wherever possible or squares. Sometimes it's unavoidable and sometimes you just want something simple, but I will try to avoid it and come up with something. So you can see this is kind of going to be that kind of like a Tetris piece. That one's even more bizarre. And once I've got that, what I would generally then do is come down and cut the actual shape into the landscape. So this is my frame for this particular building. This one is going to be a bitch to roof, I think. But once I've got the shape and I've cut that into the building, I will put my pillars in. And, that should be 3 as number 4, and then we have one goes off to the side. Oops. And then we'll do the others, so these kind of come up. So that's 3, and then the 4th for the floor. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and repeat. Wash, rinse. Number 4. And the reason the 4 is the 4th one is actually the floor of the ceiling basically. So each room is 3 high. 2 high, obviously, if you're playing in true survival. 3, 4 is easier because it will. Have I gone 1 too high there? 2, 3, 4, 5. I have. Wonderful. This is what happens when you try and talk and count at the same time. I'll pop a couple of those on, then so these are going to come off, but they're going to be my points to put the overhangs on. Oh dear. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So once I've got that in, bring that round and bring out the supports for the next floor. This is where, oh, have I gone? I've gone too high on half of these, haven't I? Swine. I'll just correct that. They should be 4 high, but of course I did them on top of a log, which is why they've gone 1 too high. Wonderful. So I've been thinking a little bit about what I want to do with my episodes and recording schedule, because a couple of things. One is I'm getting a little bit, 1, 2, 3, that's right, a little bit of burnout, to be honest. A little bit of a creative block, shall we say, periodically. So I'm kind of sat there thinking, what shall we do that's new and interesting? And sometimes you get a good idea. Got a couple of things lined up, but obviously it's a little bit awkward, difficult sometimes, always coming up with something new and fresh. Well, new and fresh for this recording. I think most of the stuff that's ever been recorded in Minecraft has now pretty much been done. Right, let's just scutch across and do these. So yeah, I'm thinking about reducing the Titanium Gaming server Minecraft episodes to 2 a week, just to give me a little bit more time to find that elusive inspiration when necessary. And the other reason is I've been fiddling around now with Terra Firmacraft, and I'd really like to do a let's play of it, because it's such a different game to vanilla Minecraft. More so even than the Magic Farm with its new hunger mechanics, and Feed the Beast with its huge array of mod packs. Almost there. So yeah, Terra Firmacraft looks like one that I'd like to do. And maybe just once a week, because it is a much slower game. I've been playing a test game, just to get a feel for it and see what it's like. And I have to say, it is hard. It's fun, but it is very hard and very slow. I think I probably played about 5 hours last night, and within 5 hours I'd only just got to the point where I'd made a copper pickaxe so I could actually do things with stone, because there's no wooden tools. You don't get that luxury in Terra Firmacraft. It's very realistic in that respect. You can make stone tools, but you can't make a stone pickaxe because stone pickaxes don't work. And there's I've just literally got to the point where I've managed to make a sword after 5 hours. 2, 3, 4. So as you can imagine, 2, 3, 4. So this is the frame goes up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I was doing 3 stories, you rinse and repeat. 2, 3, 4. So as you can imagine, it's a very slow 2, 3, 4 game. It's not 1, 2, 3 that you're going to be running around in full diamond armor. 3. Well, you actually can't make diamond armor. It's not an option. Within like the 2nd or 3rd day, unlike vanilla Minecraft, where careful. I'll keep those because they're old things. So this frame would go up, and then we'd end up with another crossbar like that. And I'm going to do that one at the end in light grey stained clay, I think, for the top level. I'll grab a stack of scaffolding dirt as well. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I just think it could be an interesting LP to do. It's certainly very different than your traditional. I need to go higher, don't I? I want to get to the top. Okay, so once I've got my roof, I've got to make my frame. I have to make a decision, and one is what I'm going to do the 2nd story. And so this is traditionally in Tudor buildings the mud and wattle advanced area, which is why I've used a lot of white clay. Wool works well. And also what shape roof I'm going to have. Am I going to have a roof with gable ends like this, or am I going to have a roof, have I got one more like that one that wraps around and peaks from all sides? Now traditionally, more historically accurate I suppose, so I'm using what was it, light grey stained clay on this one to give it a slight difference in colour. Yeah, traditionally they wouldn't have had the wraparound roof so much at that period, but you know, sod tradition. So what do I want to do? And then we're going to do it like that. So I'm going to have the gable ends on opposite sides. Doop, doop, doop. Which does mean that this roof is going to be a little bit odd because this is a higher peak than that one, but we can work with that. And then what I would normally do is at this level I would just ring the inside, because at this point I don't know exactly where I want the windows, so this is a slightly more efficient use of clay. If I can get myself around all these corners without falling off. I may not have enough of this clay either, I may have to go and get some more. In fact I will have to go and get some more. Oh yep, definitely have to go and get some more. So we've got that. The other decision to make only is what material to roof it in. You can obviously look at the roofs either side, and that can give you an idea of what would look good. Usually a contrasting roof is good. And this rain and the night isn't helping a great deal, but there you go. So you've got that decisions to make, and then also what we're actually going to do for this bottom story wall. So obviously we've got stone brick there, cobble on that one, could be wood, any material you like really, anything that just works for you. Right, well I'm going to pop off and just grab some more light stained clay and a little bit more spruce, and I'll be right back. Okay, just chopped down a load of spruce. I've brought some bone meal with me, don't need it at the moment, and also dyed some light grey stained clay and inadvertently managed to make quite a lot of grey stained clay. I'm going to have to go sponge diving again in the not too distant future I think. So we'll just stick that lot out the way for the time being. And right, what did I want to use for the roof? We'll have those and that, and I'm thinking, because that one's a dark roof, wooden roof, that one's a oak wooden roof, so I'm going to use birch. I'll get the right thing. This again probably not be enough, but it'll give us a start. Chunk, thunk, a bit more. And more, and that's probably just enough for 2 more there. Okay, so let's just get ourselves back up onto the second floor. Let's do this the sensible way for now. So armed with my light grey stained clay. It's a bit how now brown cow that, isn't it? Oh god. And off we go. Derping commence. Do do do. Bonk bonk. Bonk bonk. Bonk. This one I will probably do as a solid, and this one because it's very difficult to do much with these, and I can always knock 2 out if I want to decide at a later date that I want to put a window in either of those. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Right. roof. Now, I'm not going to propose to do all of this on camera. Now, personal preference for me is that the roof overhangs one that way and one that way, which is again another reason for the full tall floors with that section in. And once I've got the roof in, it's actually a lot easier then to envisage your overall design, if that makes sense. And as it changes, you may decide you don't like something and want to swap something out or in. So, for example, I'm going to need some birch half slabs up here. But I find it's a lot easier just to get this section done first. Preferably not wasting blocks and dropping them on the floor, but such is life. And this is fairly easy to quickly just run around and get in there. So it should give us a nice contrast colour on the roofing wood there. So we need to do similar at this side. Sometimes if you're trying to get a closed up town, yeah, I am definitely going to need more of this, you will find that these clash. So this is going to actually hit that roof over there. There's nothing I can do to prevent that. If I show you here, this is going to come around this corner and we're going to have that, and you're going to get that join at first, but if I put the next one in, that join will go away, so it's not the end of the world. So it's just a case of building the roof up layer by layer. And it has to be said, building the roofs has to be my least favourite bit of a build, mainly because it's just so damn fiddly. The ability to do, well, thank you, the ability to put the stairs on upside down is great, but of course it does mean that you're prone to cock up slightly more often than you would be if we didn't have the upside down steps. And similarly the corner steps, you know, if you can place these, and I could place that way, and there you go, whoops, I've cocked up, I've got a corner step, I didn't want that. So yeah, on the one hand the flexibility is brilliant, on the other hand the flexibility does cause a degree of problems sometimes. You win some, you lose some. So I'm going to need to go and grab some beach. Can I? Oh god. Let's just pull that down. Gee. And normally I would have said, oh, I'm going to have to go and grab some beach, I'll be right back. But of course with tree assist, it's not so bad. Of course the trees just come down. I think this must be dropping apples off all trees, this plugin, because I'm fairly certain you don't get apples from beech. You certainly don't get them from spruce. Just pop these down. I'm not going to bone meal them up. I'll bone meal them if and when I need more of this wood. Oops. Bonk. Right, where's my crafting bench? Do. And in we go. Thank you very much. And again, thank you very much. I'm going to do about half a stack of those. That should, I'll just do those as well. Sorry. And the rest in steps. Oh God. Oh well, keep those. I'll live. Right. So we'll get this roof on. And as you can see, it becomes easier to see how this build is shaping up. If I was going to say anything to anybody who was wanting to build any style of house, it doesn't have to be this Tudor style, but you know, wants to up the game building a little bit, make things a little more adventurous, I would say don't be afraid to experiment. The worst that can happen is it looks poo. And you tear it down again. I mean, it's a pain, you have to tear your building down, but you know, have fun. This is a game. If you're finding you're going, oh man, I put so much work into that, well, I don't want to have to pull it down. If the word work comes into it, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and you need to change your mindset a little. So because this is an odd shaped roof, we've got a couple of things we can do here. One is, oh god, cock up, twice in a row. No, one is we can bring that round and then just plonk that in there, so that gives us that round roof there. And then using the half slabs, we can just cap that off. Don't want to cap that off, because and similarly over here. Now the other thing I could have done is brought that straight along and had a solid block, which sometimes works better, sometimes not. Okay, and we got a roof on, which is reasonably quick. Let's get some damage. No damage. So once we got the roof on, the other thing we need to do with find my shovel. Oh god, too far. Where am I? Dirt. This is obviously a gable end, so we need to whip out those three bits there, and if I can find the right, and pop in the supporting beams. And similarly, I can whip all this out later. It's not a biggie. We can obviously come around this end and repeat as necessary. Plonk, plonk, plonk. Let's just take that out as we go. Because we are more or less done up here now. One thing you can do is pop a torch. Oh, I should have done that. Can I reach it? Can I? Stretch. No, I can't reach it. Cut away the end bits too soon. Use torch, use glowstone. Doesn't really matter. Any source of light. And what that will do in a roof made of stairs like this go and grab my stuff, especially the clay. Is it will give the roof a slight glow inside. I don't know whether I'm just trying to find a vantage point from where we can see. Right, where are we? Here we go. Yeah, so you can see there's a kind of a glow inside the roof, and it just makes at night the town look a little bit warmer. I'm not sure whether those vines were a good idea there. Now, the other thing we need to do then is look at these. So these would have beams, so you've got like 1, 2, 3 come down that way, 1, 2, 3 to there, 1, let's have a look if that's 3, so that's going to be an odd number, so it's going to be difficult to bring those up. So the alternative you could do is you could say do a beam from there, 1, 2, 3, kind of supporting down that way. Let's just grab my dirt again. This will do as just as a temporary floor to walk around the inside. Now obviously the other thing worth mentioning is I'm doing a Tudor style build I should say. Right, where are we? It's difficult to set back when you've 1, 2, 3. So that will be 1, that will be 2. Yeah, so we take these 2 out. That one stays there, and take these 2 out. Grab those in a moment. Grab my spruce and pop those in like that. Grab me light stained clay, that should be there. Fill that in. That will probably be a window actually, so I'll leave that unfilled in and pop that there. And go and grab that bit of clay, and that gives you a nice beam effect that fits the side of the building. And repeat that as you like. I'm just going to check how long I've been recording. My voice is feeling a little bit sore anyway, but I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, I'm running to about 27 minutes now, so what I'm going to do off camera is just finish off the beams for this particular build, and then next episode we'll probably get the ground floor done. I may have got the roofs done on this as well between then, so we can look at the difference in styles. But yeah, the Tudor style's fairly straightforward to build. Have a go, enjoy it. And experiment, express yourselves with the blocks, because I know one thing I am going to do the moment 1.72 hits the server is I am going to be straight out looking for dark oak and acacia, because another kind of wood with another kind of step and another kind of slab is just going to make the variation in this kind of build all the more possible. So I'll see you on Monday, and have a good weekend. Bye for now.